Hello everybody, welcome to Pralines, Deliciousness from the World of Art. The protagonist of this episode is Omar Ronda, born in Biella in 1947. His father, manager of a well-known local company, would like him to follow in his footsteps. But the young Omar has an undisciplined character and dedicates little time to his studies. Instead, he loves nature, colors, and objects. He loves walking in the woods. The spectacle of nature, such as leaves in frozen water, overwhelms him with enchantment. When he gets on a horse for the first time at the age of 10, he experiences a deep feeling of wonder, which marks a decisive turn in his life. As soon as Omar Ronda arrives home, he takes colors and begins to paint. But above all, he begins to disassemble objects, then reassembles them. Industrial materials, especially plastics, fascinate him. As he grows up, he discovers that all he's been engaging in has close connection with contemporary art. Thereafter, he becomes a zealous gallery goer in Milan. At the age of 20, after the military service, he opens his first gallery. He collaborates with two important Italian gallerists, namely Gian Enzo Sperone and Lucio Amelio, to organize the shows of the protagonists of the Arte Povera movement and later on of the principal artists of the Italian trans avant-garde. In 1973, he decides to move to New York, where he remains for 1 year. There, he comes to know Leo Castelli and Iliana Sonnaben, who introduce him to the prime exponents of the art panorama of those days, Andy Warhol among others. Successively, Omar Ronda, together with Lucrezia Di Domizio Durini, organizes events with artists of the caliber of Joseph Beuys. Now, let's try to reflect on the role of gallerists. Without their passion, without their intuition, without their entrepreneurial capacity, pages and pages of contemporary art wouldn't certainly have been written. It's for this reason that I'd like to focus on Omar Ronda not only as artist, but also as cultural operator. Well, Omar Ronda, over those years, has never abandoned his passion for artistic creation. So, by the end of the 80s, he decides to dedicate himself full-time to making art. Above all, he concentrates on plastics, an industrial material he finds so appealing. Plastics are obtained from advanced scientific researches and petroleum products. As we know, petroleum is formed over millions of years by the deposits of organic materials such as plants and animals. Therefore, Omar Ronda believes that plastics conserve memories of the universe, and eventually the use of plastics may help us ideally travel across millennium. He makes his debut by taking part in a project for the Royal Palace of Caserta in 1988, where he employs a phosphor along with plastic materials. In 1990, he installs a pyramid of golden plastics nearly on the summit of Mont Blanc, where he remains for 6 days and 6 nights. Omar Ronda arranges cactuses around that installation, which, as a result, creates shocking effects on the spectator. His first artworks belong to the series called Genetic Fusion. They are on view at prestigious galleries. In 1994, together with other artists, Omar Ronda founds a group called Cracking Art, whose name is derived from the working process of petroleum necessary to produce polymers of plastic materials. The establishment of this group corresponds to the drafting of a manifesto stating the necessity to build up a relationship with nature, departing from the symbolic role of plastics. Omar Ronda's work is highly appreciated by important critics such as Philip Daverio, who works with him in projects of great visibility, and Aran Zeman, who invites him to the 2001 Venice Biennale, where he creates a memorable installation of 6,000 golden turtles. But the most intriguing work, to which Omar Ronda has dedicated his energy for years, remains the realization of a Wunderkammer, a room of wonders, in which he exposes his artworks in a way so as to stimulate in the viewer a feeling feeling of wonder blended with a love for kitsch. The artwork I'm presenting you belongs to the well-known series entitled Frozen. The term frozen comes from the observation of frozen rivers, where diverse organic materials get trapped by the cold. In this body of work, Omar Ronda employs a transparent material, then incorporates images of celebrities, especially those of Marilyn Monroe, for whom he nurtures an authentic veneration. It appears as if Omar Ronda wanted to define the passing of time in order to preserve beauty and fascination forever. Omar Ronda's work emphasizes the fact that his role as promoter of contemporary art proves no less important than his current position as an artist appreciated at an international level. I stop here. Thank you for listening. Don't miss the next episode of Pralines, Deliciousness from the World of Art.